Hello.
Hello, welcome back to
You know, I
ECS
tuned in
Season
yesterday,
7. Yeah.
and at the beginning of the show, your mic wasn't turned on.
Yeah, no, I just like it's a big red button, James. You know what I like to do with those? I like to press them.
Yeah.
Problem is
Fair enough.
they're often mute buttons in the commentary world, so I think I need to break that habit. But anyway, we have, of course, one more map, maybe two more maps. Depends. Will James's prediction be correct? Will Luminosity win? We did the predictions at the beginning of the show.
How many other predictions have I made while I've been
all
away?
of them.
I think you.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm 1 for 3.
I basically. Yeah.
So basically, you guys have been. This is Connor, isn't it? He's been screwing me, man.
No, I've been.
Can't trust these white people in the back.
Yeah, I've been giving you most of the
I
predictions.
got most of them right. Oh, sick.
The funny thing
Well
is,
done, Connor.
I've been giving you predictions that I think you wouldn't make, which is what's been funny to me.
Okay,
So
fair
like
enough.
this one, for example.
You got to troll when you got the power, man.
I felt
I
like
can't complain.
you probably would have picked Furia, right?
Yeah, man. Of course.
Yeah, so
of course.
Yeah, I said Luminosity, your favorite team, and you've got multiple jerseys of theirs. So
I believed him because I didn't know. I'm ignorant.
It's fair enough. We all are ignorant to a degree.
yeah, and I mean this domestic matchup, I didn't expect that it would go that way, but that was Luminosity's map. So it could be at the point now we're in. We've done so many best of threes. I've seen so many best of threes where it starts out with a certain storyline, very backwards, like back and forth affair, and then eventually, you get to that second map and you suddenly start to discover that it's a completely different series actually.
Got to
So
put your stuff on the
maybe
other side of that line.
Maybe that'll be the case here. We've got Inferno coming up. Furia, they a very good team as far as the utility is concerned and everything else. So we'll see how that dynamic works. Because Luminosity on Inferno, it has been a bit. It's a difficult map for them. So I would actually expect this to go for 3.
Is this up to date? 239 days since we could draw on a map, guys.
And I already did that for you this morning.
Thank you very
In
much.
your
You guys
name.
are awesome, man. Bad predictions going well. Doing the map thing is fantastic. I feel like I don't think I've played Counter-Strike properly in like 3 weeks, man, of all the travel we've been
Let's
doing.
change that tonight.
That might not be a bad idea. It is pistol time. Furia will start on the CT side. K-Thrasher's got a smoke. Art's got a kit.
Abel has a headshot on the steal.
Yeah, that's not a bad start at all. Art trying to follow up on the rest of the team, but Bolt says no. No P250s for Luminosity, mostly with Kevlar. And he's got quite a few grenades, though. I do wonder if they'll try to set up for a balcony burst. However, Yuri's still looking down mid at the moment, moving to second mid as well. I don't know if they would have heard him. Starting to slow down now, Luminosity. Steel is the bait man. He's going to take a bullet for the president, trying to jump past, but the CTs will fall back a little bit. No challenge on Banana, leaves 3 Furia players towards this A site. They've got long. They don't really have short. They've moved back to the site itself now. We've got a smoke towards the library position. Able J trying to hold things down. Steel finally gets taken out. Not sure if he knows there's another player there. They've got to try and abuse this numbers game, Luminosity. They're stuck in short at the moment, trying to jump through now. Henry's wants to take the bullets, and now it's Snickers' turn. And they will receive all the bullets they don't want. Furia, 4 versus 2. The rotation is here, and Lucas has so much to do. They could still rotate. They've still got the bomb, though. But they have to just W all of the way. Vinny is going to make his way towards the B-bomb site. He's going to get sight before they make it to the site itself. But he'll still need to hit the headshots. He could hold the angle, but he'll choose to take construction instead. I feel like the other angle might be better for him, but he's still going to hit a headshot onto Bolts and finish him off. What do I know? Down to Lucas. He gets wrecked as well. Furia take the pistol round.
Good round by Furia. And I'm actually impressed that they actually had a smoke and used it on the balcony in that hall pop. And that's really rare. We've been seeing interesting strats from Furia's pistol on the last map on their T side. They had only 1 person with armor on their T pistol strat, and it's very unusual, I guess, in this meta, in this day and age. CS skill armor is king in a lot of situations, but Furia's trying to change the meta, find new things, and here comes a rush at the Luminosity. Not getting anything done, and it's a flawless victory for Furia. 5 kills, 0 deaths. That's what you want to see on your anti-eco. Don't let them take your money.
2-0 for Furia. We've got some pistols being purchased. Have you played much Vertigo yet?
Yes. I've played probably, I don't know, 15 to 20 pugs.
Okay. Do you have you formulated an opinion on the map yet?
I actually kind of like the map. I think maybe the biggest problem on the map is a lot of corners. There's a lot of spots you have to check his T's. So maybe on a high pro level, it could be very annoying because obviously people can get pretty smart, they can be pretty cheeky in terms of mixing up the angles that they're holding or hiding, and I can see that being very frustrating. A lot of teams not wanting to kind of deal with it. But it does have a lot of interesting choke points that is unique to that map compared to the other maps that we see today. And I kind of like it. I mean, I like new maps. I like change, and I think it has some potential. But we'll see, I guess, in the upcoming more matches on how it'll do. But I like it. I'm a fan of it.
I haven't been able to play any yet, but I will be playing catch up next week for sure. For sure.
There you go.
You know how addicts I am.
It's I guess right now I've seen a lot of people just play like 1A as CT, and a majority of the CTs are middle or B, because it's really one of the harder spots to hold, because in A you can hear them running a mile away. So there's like a timing thing where you can keep 1A for a certain amount of time until you think they might walk up, kind of thing. So.
All right, and we're into it. This is what you want to see. CT AWP with an AWP in the first buy round. That's a lovely correction for him. I did wonder if he was going to flick off of the opponent there, because that's something that flicky snipers will do from time to time. It's like a brain fart. But so far so good for Furia. Looking to claw their way back into this game after... I don't know, I guess I would... Actually, no, I'm going to say it's an upset. I didn't see the whole match, but I think just where Furia are on the global scale, as well as Brazilian Counter-Strike, I just think that they have been a much stronger team, a much more consistent team, so they won't be happy with the result of the previous map.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people would consider them the #2 team in Brazil. And then Luminosity, INTZ and all them kind of just a little bit below. But here we go, Luminosity slowly creeping up towards this banana. They are down 2 people, so they're going to have to rely on getting these 2 kills right away. They want to stand a chance of holding the post plan, even to get the bomb down. But Vinny had other words, getting those 2 kills at the banana. Steal though. Able to switch it back just a little bit, but 1 on 4, maybe too little, too late.
Considering Furia have a bunch of SMGs at the moment, you need to you want to do more than that. They won't get. I was going to say they won't get to the AKs and banana, but they will. But at least 3 of them survived, as opposed to 4. 4, I think that would have just been a very disappointing first buy round for Luminosity, but I think it'll be disappointing anyway.
Indeed, and now Luminosity, they not in a great money situation, but 4-round loss bonus. They might do some variation. We've been seeing a lot of interesting half force buys today specifically. Vanguard being one of those teams where we'd have Jamie on an AWP, and then half his team on pistols with like $2,000 and an AK, so with $0. So I don't understand completely what Vanguard's doing, but the force buy in the second round have been becoming a lot more popular. And so you see there's a lot more force rounds in general. People very confident in their scouts and pistols because they can kill.
Having a look down mid, no fear. He knows that there is no sniper rifle to be had, no AWP at least, for Luminosity, which is an example of why it's always good to have a read of your opponent's economy. See the timing, double grenades from Furia, but Luminosity started further back. There's a great cleanup with the AUG, and that will be a brief eco round from Luminosity, the kind we like to see.
Yeah, Furia's aim's on point. They this very crisp, clean shots, very reactive as well. And nice timing that last round. I forgot who was first in banana. It was either Henny or Lucas, I believe, and they dodged the nades of Furia. After the Molotovs were being thrown, that person knew that Fury's going to react again and throw nades or whatever, and just scoots right by a double nade. So, like little times like that, I like to see.
I feel like in other situations, I mean, Henny was $100 shy of AWP and armor. That's a great reaction shot from Art. Beautiful stuff from him. But I think like weeks ago or months ago, we would see Henny just go AWP and no helmet, for example. So I do wonder if there's a change in approach here from Luminosity for something more stable, perhaps. We'll have to see how as the rounds continue. There's the flashbang for the balcony burst. Out they go. Able J avoiding the flashbang quite easily. And I don't know if he realizes there are 2 people here, but he's buying a lot of time for his teammates. He's dropped a bomb as well as a Molotov, which will help finally do the job. Yuri around double stack leaves Steel in the pit. Whereas the man throwing the flashes, there he was, Henny's history now. Steel with 1 HP versus 3. They know where he is. Double peek comes in. 3 players survive again for Furia. 6-0. This is a very violent game of Counter-Strike for Luminosity so far.
Fast and violent, and to kind of go off the point you're talking about Henny, about him not buying the AWP. And well, last match he wasn't doing too hot aim-wise, so maybe the confidence is there. And also, a map like Inferno, it can be kind of difficult sometimes to AWP on T side, especially if their team's just kind of hiding back and just playing like crossfires and utility work. And Furia's been pretty good on their utility work in general, and so it's easy to smoke out, flash out AWPers. A lot of the corridors are very narrow, like coming up middle and banana. And meantime, Luminosity does take up middle with a flash and smoke. They're going to be wrapping this bomb site. Abel is in that small pit area, stopping it with the scope and the AUG. The gun is too good.
Yeah, trying to swarm with the pistols. They took position, but they can't plant the bomb on long. So they're not able to wrap either. You can see them trying to do something. At this point, a kill would be nice. 2 versus 5. You just want to get a kill. There's not really much else you can hope for at this point.
Kill. Bomb plant possibly, but not gonna work. Like it's just chilling here on the porch. Gets taken out. Another 5-0 anti-eco from Furia. They're probably a little salty and upset from losing that cash match. They knew that they probably had it close to the bag and just kind of fumbled the ball there towards the goal line. And to see what kind of strategy Luminosity will change up here. They're down 7-0, and you know, it's hard to distinguish if it's strategy or just aim, because obviously you have your strats, you have your routes that you want to take. And,
oh no!
But Furia, Luminosity's not hitting any of their shots.
Was that smoke for top mid? It doesn't really matter too much, but it's just not a great way to start a round. Vinny 14 for 2. He's been enjoying the anti-eco frags. Wiping players out with the AUG, cutting them to ribbons. Alright, Luminosity waiting for the initial bits and bobs to go. There's the standard pop flash play, but Art has a beautiful timing, so Henny gets taken down. And now he's got a bomb in his crosshairs as well. And that's not ideal at all, is it? There are a few smoke grenades left for Luminosity, so they're going to have to do it the hard way to try and collect the bomb. But they've smoked themselves off of Banana as well, so they've kind of given all the information. I mean, I don't know what choice they had in fairness, but it's just to show how bad the situation is. They give the CTs an extra smoke on Banana. They can only go towards A. Everyone knows on both sides are going towards A, which makes it super weird for Luminosity.
Yeah, very weird indeed. And this map, like Inferno, it's always been a constant battle in taking apartments, taking the mid, taking Banana, or the 3 most important points on this map. And if you're able to take Banana away of the T's, you know, you can stack 4 people A, you can over-rotate and that kind of stuff. And so it makes it very difficult for the T's to attack an A-bomb site when you know they're coming and they're stacked. And Art's not in a good spot.
Ooh, the bomb's making its way towards the B bomb site though. Do they realize there's a leak? Well, now they do. The bomb plant money is a bonus. It's not the biggest of deals, really. Oh, he's on 4 HP. Did they know he was low? Doesn't matter now. Everything is history. 8 rounds for Furia. Luminosity still have nothing on the board just yet.
Wow, I can't believe he naded like that, and it only did 20 out of 24 damage.
It's a cruel world. It is a cruel world, and even crueler when you lose the bomb immediately like that. So, absolutely brutal stuff. Art's having a great day. of things at the moment.
Yeah, his op has been pretty on point this entire series, or I guess since Cash so far. And look at the money on the CTs. I mean, you're up 8-0. You're barely even dying on some of these gun rounds and anti-ecos. Like, look at the deaths. 2, 2, 3, 1, 1. Pretty much a flawless victory for Furia. And Luminosity has no answer on what to do. And they keep trying to do the same things. They keep sending a couple banana, sitting back. Let's send some alt middle. It's not working.
Uh-oh. Insult to injury. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. And again, that's the bomb taken out. Does that halt all the action towards the B bomb site? They know the bomb is not behind this push, Furia. And Luminosity know that as well. So what do you really do? Leave a lurker there, maybe? Nothing going their way on Inferno. Arch double scoped in, though. He's gone beyond Henny's position, but he's still alive. How does he get that? That's just rude.
You got to hit those kind of shots. You have to get the kills, and Luminosity are not converting on these kills, and it's giving up these extra deaths here and there. Just, it's so detrimental, it adds up. Vinny here. He knows something's up.
Ooh,
But
okay.
Bolts knows something else.
Force the action. Bolts. They have the bomb now, Luminosity. Could see Neck is slowly, doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks, so he'll focus his crosshair rather than gamble for the faster cross. But there is no smoke for this position. He could try and make a deep flashbang, but I don't really know. Oh, he's going to run straight across as well. There's a spray from Bolt, but now we're down to the 1 versus 1 for just the 1 round on the board for Luminosity, and there it is. Neckers with a headshot towards the end, and indeed, so you did clutch it. 2 kills for him after, I don't know if it's fair to say they lost the bomb early, but I think the guy carrying the bomb, you know, it's not in a place where Furia want to defend it, but it tells them that the bomb is not in that push towards B, which makes things very awkward for Luminosity.
Yeah, when they see that bomb in alt middle and then they see those smokes or utility at B, they know it's not an actual hit, but more of a maybe distraction or baits and nades or whatnot. So a big chain reaction of information being exchanged, and then comes a flash alt. Art's going to get in this position, and again, they're just, it doesn't matter. Furia is doing what they want, whenever they want, and Luminosity cannot stop that. They have to be able to stop it.
Jumping around the corner with the UMP, that's going to be enough for Henny, and he'll get an upgrade as well. He's got a scope, of course, but not AWP. 3 versus 3, Luminosity quietly moving forward, but the slow pace. Oh, we've got a weird situation in mid, actually, because, oh my god, the bomb is down on T-ramp. This is going to get super weird. So, if Art pop, I mean, he's in there with a AWP. But if he, I was going to say if he pops out and kills the guy, he might have an idea, but now he's collected the bomb, Lucas. Has he made a footstep? Oh, the scope. This is just bizarre. Lucas realizes, he's like, oh dear lord. What can I do? Now what? Does Bolt have to die on his sword in the B bomb site? Does this pull Art from his position? No, he's just standing there. He seems to know. He must have heard something.
I wonder if he saw him, heard him. Maybe...
He must have heard him. Oh, but now he's exposed. Oh no! Oh no! This is so many things that could happen!
Oh no!
What did he shoot at? What did he think was there?
Oh no, he's not in the right state of mind.
He gave his position away again.
Another round drop, like it seems like Luminosity is falling apart right now. I mean, you just won a map on Cash, you sort of think, yeah, I won an OT, but this is not the same Luminosity team on Cash. They looked structured, crisp, confident, working together. Here, they just look like heads or chickens with their heads cut off, trying to make something happen. And it's
I bought a chicken.
Oh yeah?
Just a whole chicken. Not a live one, obviously. But then I realized that I don't really want to even try and cook a whole chicken. So it's just stuck in my freezer now. I've just got a giant chicken there, which is just not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So
That's unfortunate.
9-1. We've still got rifles on most of Luminosity. Steels picks up an AWP. It's a big upgrade for him. He was on the UMP. He can throw that over to Henny. He's got half health as well, but he might not survive. The flashbang down the middle position. Steel and Neckers will get dropped there. So Bob lost again, and there's Henny in the crawl space. Furia taking absolute liberties with Luminosity on Inferno. No respect style, and it's great to do that. They've got the money to do it. It might lose them around here or there, but a psychological advantage, especially when you've got 2 maps to play.
Yeah.
Something that I feel like it used to be in Fnatic style when they were having a lot more success, and they would just take absolute liberties and have a heavy lead and almost be hungrier to claw things back. And that leads to crazy situations like this, where we've got almost a role reversal. We've got a Keserato and T ramp, and Luminosity wrapping the B bomb site. Very weird position.
It seems like struggles for Luminosity on this map continue on that T side. It's been notoriously difficult for them for some reason. I'm sure it's many reasons. Many small things adding up. But the one goes down for Luminosity, and they look like a good shout for this round as they set up in construction. And Able and Keserato make their way through Banana together. They will fight. Smoke, flash. Smoke on the bomb will create a lot of pressure if they decide to go for it, but they also can go for the coffin smoke. As they've cleared towards the bomb site now, and they're starting to clear the site, they've got to get on that bomb actually. It's getting really far ticked. That flash has to go out, and maybe it won't. The cover's there. Able, he has no idea where the next player is. Shoot through the smoke! Oh, it's too late though. Didn't expect the second player from the same position, and that'll be a wrap.
I'm amazed they even got that far, to be honest. I thought they were done for. But they still have plenty of money. Art's got $12,500. Now look at these plays, man, from Furia. They're just not allowing Luminosity to have any timing, to play their game, to set anything up. Again, perhaps the overextension from Furia in that round helped Luminosity get another round on the board. If they can shut things down with confidence in most rounds to come, and they don't like let Luminosity get like 4, 5, 6 rounds on the board in this half, then I think it's all for something. Sometimes it can be worthy gambles, down to the team to decide, but I like the way they're playing. You must have some thoughts on this, like mentally shutting down your opponent, like Furia having a lot of success, right? Like it was 9-1, but I would say they're taking more risks than they need to. They have got plenty of money, they've got plenty of lead. They're outplaying their opponent, but there's still, those plays down mid and so on. I just feel like it's dejecting to be subjected to that kind of thing if you're Luminosity, which I think favours Furia in the long run. Oh, no time to talk about that though.
Yep. Oh, straight in there. And misses the second one though. Is there a trade frag? It could be if Fury finds himself on this one, which he will. That's the bomb also. So just running up mid, hoping for the best here, Luminosity, and Seal will come out of apartments, but he has been spotted. They understand exactly what's at play here, Furia, and they deal with it nicely. And it's Bolts left alone in the 1v4. Finds himself a headshot. They know exactly where he is, 19 HP, and you can't imagine he's going to have too much fun here. Indeed, he'll get taken down. But to answer the question, I think that is, in Counter-Strike, it sucks because you have to first sort of meet the test of the fact, like, they're able to take higher risk plays, especially if they are feeling it and feeling hot because they're hitting more shots. And that confidence means that you're able to take fights, like fights that normally you wouldn't. And especially if the other team is less confident, like that emotional component, I think is really important to a 1v1. If you summon back your thoughts to any time when you've had a really hot game, you just feel like you're going to hit everything. You just understand that you're going to win these battles. You understand that you're on. And so I think that does make a difference. I think it's like when you starve certain players of frags, they will just perform worse. Some people need to get that. They need that emotional reinforcements. And Furia have given more space to Luminosity here, and that's a nice pick in the apartments, but there's not really any utility for Luminosity. Still just going to walk out again through the apps. He loves it. He loves walking out the balcony. Almost gets himself a second one. The trade frags there as well.
Yuri on the site, waiting for his death, it seems. Just when you thought it was safe for Furia to close out the remainder of the rounds, they get deleted, and the money has been deleted as well for the most part.
Yeah, they're pretty poor on Furia, but extra kills here and there will help a little bit with that.
In Hollow Knight, this reminds me of Hollow Knight, right? Because in Hollow Knight, it's a kind of a spoiler. I don't know if Dan's done this yet, but there's this banker person, and you can, like, all the currency you get in the game, you can give this person your currency, but it literally turns out they're basically a Nigerian 419 scammer, and the whole setup is fake, and they do a runner with all your money.
Is
And I feel like Luminosity have done a runner with Furia's money. Luminosity are the Nigerian 419 scammer. They sent me emails about the prince, you know, just needing to some money to unlock some more money. But really, there was no more money.
I thought you were talking about a video game at first. I understand what you're saying.
I'm all over the place.
I see the banker, but I didn't know about that. That's funny.
Again, Art. Hey, he's in B now. Taking shots, peeking. He doesn't care. But this allows Luminosity just to walk up middle. They know Art usually plays A. And he's been pretty active on the AWP. Look at the little pocket.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He's killed with your knife out. You hate to see it. 5 people left alive. There's 2 of them in your spawn.
Yeah, how's that happened? To Furia as well. We expect more from them. Holes in the defense, but maybe Case Ratto's got something to say about it. Some jiggling with steel straight in the face. Stereo frags across the map. And Furia are right back in it from the brink of disaster. At least allowing Luminosity into the game again. They will keep them on 3 rounds. At least for now.
For now, I mean, they still want to try to finish out 10-5, but Furia, again, able to capitalize on this kind of situation when Luminosity had position and middle and city spawn pretty much for the most part. But Luminosity, they want to win this 4th round. They need this round. 12-3 is not an easy feat to do. And oh my goodness, Art again
Jeez,
with
Louise.
another pick.
He's had some flashy shots this game so far. Some very flashy shots. And just like that, minute 30 on the clock, it's a 3 versus 5 as far as the Luminosity are concerned. And Art continues to hunt for people. Into the last map of the last round of the first half now. And only Steel remains. It's rough. I don't know if he's even seen anybody. I don't know if he's even seen anyone, and it's just like, well, what can I do, really? And it's all going to get taken away.
And you don't fire a bullet.
Just like that. Deleted.
Well, there's not much to say about that one. Can Luminosity somehow find it on the CT side? We're going to find out very shortly. It's not looking good, though. Stay with us.
I see. Got a pretty girl on the turntables, bunch of pretty girls on the couch. See a couple models on the dance floor, they just got a bottle on the house. Trouble look better with the lights off, still see it written on your face. When the rhythm hits your body like adrenaline shots, no chase, can't wait to see you move side to side. The revolution's on the floor, not televised. Cause when your body's in my hands, it never lies. Come get yourself some satisfaction. House party in a hillside mansion. Smell like weed in the house. Blue jeans, white tee, leather jacket. Looking like a rebel with a cause. Everybody wanna get a little active. Everybody wanna get a little taste. When the rhythm hits your body like adrenaline shots, no chase, can't wait to see you move side to side. The revolution's on the floor, not televised. Cause when your body's in my hands, it never lies. Come get yourself some satisfaction. Something to satisfy. Something to satisfy you. And I've been going too long trying to catch my breath. If you close at 4, you get no respect. Man, these roads got me thrown, but ain't no regrets. Over glow, it's a show, it's a motherfucking fest. It's a jet, it's a preem. I just got high with the girl of my dreams. I just arrived super high to the scene. Pink shades make these nice look rose color hair, long hair, gon' feel like soul brother out here walking on ice like 4 brothers. Baby, I'm a bad motherfucker, what you mean? I'm a lit man, drink kerosene out of red cup. True life, but I had a few nights where I lived too fast at the most. Full gas, I know this won't last, trying to puff fast on my goals. Deep pray, but I'm not too faded to ride that wave to the coast. Life will give you lemons in the limelight, but if you wanna get your mind right, move side to side. The revolution's on the floor, not televised. Cause when your body's in my hands, it never lies. Come get yourself some satisfaction. Maybe we've been worried about the
Welcome back, ladies and gents. Luminosity, they've been absolutely trounced. They've been stepped upon by the giant that is Furia, or perhaps they're not a giant, it's just that Luminosity's T side of Inferno is a struggle. We'll have to see if they can turn things around here on the CT side of things as Henny lines up the coffin peak. And he started off well. Out goes the HE. Damage has been done.
4 damage with the HE. Not great. But Neck is out from the dark spot and gets a kill, almost taking out one more. But not enough. 1 and 3 HP on Furia. Doesn't look good. Of course, you win 12-3 one half, and you lose pistol the next. No consistency. It's okay.
I want to see a force spy.
You will see a force spy.
They've got to smell the weakness.
I've seen force spies, I think, almost every single
Yeah,
second round.
there's almost every single
Last
second
2
rounds.
days, every single round force spy.
Force do.
Except for Furia.
You know what I saw last 10 hours? People going to the toilet on a plane with no shoes on.
Why?
I saw one girl do it barefoot.
No!
And she had her suitcase with her. I don't know what she was doing with that. But she was barefoot. So we got some bacteria issues.
Did she open the suitcase in the bathroom and step inside that?
Maybe.
To protect her.
Maybe. She's trying to pack herself away, hide from TSA.
I just had to stop myself from swearing right there because I just thought about it and I was so repulsed by it.
Where were you sitting, James?
I sit in the bulkhead seat for legroom, so there's a toilet right in front of me.
So is the economy
Yeah.
exit row.
Yeah, daytime flights, economy. And you just see... one guy had white socks. One guy went in there with white socks on. I'm like, at least go in there with black socks. You're literally going to have like piss-coloured socks.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What's wrong with you?
Did it come out white as well? Do you check?
Oh,
I remember.
I heard that they're saying that you can't take off shoes in planes anymore or something like that. Aren't they like passing a rule?
They can't. That's not something you can enforce.
You sure?
Absolutely. That's just not happening.
No shoes,
I mean, they
no
hardly,
service.
on some planes, enforce wearing a seatbelt most of the time, so
No shirt, no
good luck
service.
on the shoes. Depends on the airline, though, I guess. Some are more lax about certain things.
Spy round, guys. It's the big buy round. Now it's 10-1's turn. I don't think I saw him with an AWP in a round in the first half.
Henny had one, and he died immediately in banana with the bomb. So it wasn't a good showing with AWP. But CT side is allowing him to at least be more maneuverable, just in case he takes a shot. Luminosity will start off with the first 2 kills of the round. Neck is surviving one of them with 6 HP. And a pretty passive setup from Luminosity. You're going to give up middle. You have number advantage. You're down 12-5. You have to try to play as safe as possible in a way to where you're not throwing the game.
Boom. Let's not forget the new grenade sound that came in with Danger Zone.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. It was December.
Bardolph still the king of Danger Zone. Still around the smoke, spotted the bomb, can buy time for the rotation because they have position. His teammate's fallen, however, but he's got a smoke to dance around. See a player jumping out of the balcony. 2 versus 4. Furia might get a bomb plant, but they're not looking likely for much more than that. 1 on the site, 1 in a short position. Steel is going nuclear with this UMP, getting himself a lot of money with 3 kills. And an upgrade to a rifle as well. 2 AK, 3 AK-47s collected. This is a pretty good round for Luminosity.
Yes, indeed, and they're looking a lot better. CT side's a little more forgiving on a map like Inferno. They rely more on communication and just straight up trade potential. Something that's a little harder on the T side. You have to be a lot more coordinated with flashes and smokes. But I can't see Luminosity running away with this map just yet. There's still a lot of CS to go. 12-6. Furia doing a little half buy. Which is weird because his entire team has pistols and an able to get an AK. It's a little extra firepower.
Uh-oh. Ooh, big damage sprayed down. This is going to be a brief one. Luminosity are moving quickly back into this game, it seems. Able J got on himself an AK.
Able AK.
I keep thinking Alt J and Kanan Abel when I see his name.
Kane and Abel.
I think of the Street Fighter character, Abel.
Ah, yes.
Rolling around, grappling.
Abel, as the French call him.
One of the lowest tiered characters in the game. Used to be.
I got double perfected as Zangief by an Abel once. Wasn't on stream though, so everything's fine.
I used to main Abel in 4.
Oh god.
Very big mistake because he was terrible in 4. Face
I mean,
Blanca's all day.
Akuma and Rufus.
Rufus, Blanca, and Akumas and Sagats all day.
Yeah, man.
That's all I face.
Well, Kesarate will be leading the charge here towards Banana. Looking to do some command rolls, perhaps. No command rolls. He's just gonna die.
Ha, man.
He died. Surely he's dead. 13 HP, another flashbang. And he will actually stay alive here, so good efforts. Will Luminosity complete the take of Banana? Maybe not, because Furia will force them back. Kesarate taking lots of damage, but still staying alive, still staying vertical. As Furia now look to take over more control, going deeper and deeper, and that's smoke. Not going to do too much, actually, I don't think. Vinny will take one, though, through the half wall. And Furia looks like they might just go in towards B. That's kind of what they're going for. They have a lurk out towards top mid. But it does seem like they're committing the bomb up there. Or are they? They seem indecisive now. Pulling out back towards top mid.
They've got a time. Ooh. Now, where is the player who has to be watching this long position? Because there's 5 players alive for Luminosity. Quick peek, a dry peek from Furia. But that's not the bomb spotted. So, 28 seconds. Are they trying to pull rotation or are they trying to wrap? I mean, the wrap is ultimately what's going to happen. Oh, God.
That's a weird play.
Yeah, that is a weird play. Where's all the strength from Furia gone? As they have 14 seconds to plant the bomb in a 3 versus 5. Finally, they get a pick, one on either side. But this is not going to happen, surely. Ooh, Nekus hasn't quite found him yet, but it will be the round for Luminosity.
That would have been quite amusing if he would have turned around there for some reason. Yeah, Luminosity looking stable on the CT side. So indeed, they are turning things around. And it's just so typical, you know. For some reasons, Luminosity just don't have a good Inferno T side. That was very strange indeed. So I'm not sure what Art was up to there. Perhaps he felt like there was a rotation from that Speedway position towards Library. Perhaps that's what he was looking for, and so that makes sense why he would like bunny towards that far end, because then he might be peeking towards Library, the Library entrance. Maybe it's hard to say, but Mac 10, 2 Kriegs, 2 AKs, full nades-ish will do the trick here for Furia as they look to try to take these positions around Banana, throwing all the grenades. Well, not all of them, but just as much as they need to get control here without overexpending them. Need some left, of course, for the site. Henny doing more damage through the half wall. Nekus be spotted. Oh wow, there's a big jump there, but a lot of bullets expended. Henny staying out there for more damage. AWP, this is what he does. Has some support though from the rifler. Lucas coming in.
Ooh.
Lucas going out. And he's committed here. He's pretty committed to first Origins with an AWP. Can work. Oh wow, he hits that player of all players. Art though doesn't seem interested.
Art kind of sneaks into the bag calls. I don't know if Luminosity knows that he could be in the spot, because Hen is not looking anywhere towards the back calls. Art gets the kill on Henny, and now Luminosity is kind of in a 2-prong attack here, but they don't want to give up any one-on-one situations, so just maybe even wait for the bomb plant at this point and then try to attack at the same time. There are 30 seconds left, and Art still has to get the bomb.
Ooh, that was close. Krieg is very accurate. Can see a world where he gets that kill, but probably traded.
Furia have not won a single round in this half yet. Just saying, like, I'm starting to wonder if there's a chance that Luminosity 2-0.
No, surely not.
There's always a possibility.
Only 3 T rounds won so far. It's a sea of blue dots.
And I'm trying to think back why Luminosity has such a poor T side, and you know, I think maybe one of the big factors is Henny not having AWP. Because when you kind of think about how many rounds did you see Art aggress and push and peek something with his AWP and get a kill? Probably think at least 5 rounds he was kind of doing that. B, middle, halls, whatever. He's just everywhere, and I think you have to kind of put some fear in the AWP. You know, you have to have the AWPer to counter the AWPer a lot of times, and Henny was nowhere on the T side countering any AWPing.
Well, this round
Taste
is
of your own medicine, eh?
it's over. They're 2 rounds away now from tying Furia.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, it's starting to get a bit scary.
And here's what we've seen in the past with Furia. They have a hard time closing out matches a lot of times, especially when it gets high tense, high pressure situations.
Kind of want to see them play Nuke again. It's been a while.
Good luck. Nuke's gonna get banned. Anyone team playing Furia is banning Nuke.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why Luminosity had to play this map over because they probably banned Nuke.
Well, it's not looking so bad now. Might have thought it was an open and shut case, and I think it was you, Eric, who mentioned, you know, you win the pistol and suddenly you're back in the game. They've won every single round so far in this half.
No answer
Luminosity.
so far. No answer for Furia.
Yeah, man, it's looking pretty juicy for Luminosity. This is a great opportunity for them to 2-0, and they have to feel that now. They've got to be discussing that amongst themselves, like, guys, let's win this. They got to know they're an underdog. What an upset it would be. Plenty of grenades sailing down. Erratic timing's always good. Just when you think it's safe, it ain't safe. Look how passive Luminosity have been. A stark difference to the way that Furia were winning the rounds in the first half. The aggression, the pushes, the pop flashes into mid. The bottom of mid on the CT side. Madness from Furia.
Luminosity playing actually a kind of a smart approach. Furia's the type of team to be trying to make plays consistently. As you saw Vinny taking out Hen 1 trying to peek Banana, but look, the execution's coming through B, the smoke through CT spawn. Nekis does get the kill and the bomb, so they know for sure it's going to be a B take. Vinny will get the bomb down. Nekis, though, chunked to 14 HP. Now you play retake B and Inferno. One of the hardest sites to retake, in my opinion. There's so much stuff.
Ooh, there might be a chance. He's got shadow advantage as well, Vinny. He's got all kinds of advantages. There's a Molotov for the dark spot, but they will back off as the smoke is up. Keep the money together. May get some exit frags. Continues to harass through the smoke. Able J forced to fall back, as surely Furia have to prioritize their own economy at this point. Finally, they get their first round on the board, and they are just 3 rounds away from victory. But how likely is that when you've won 1 run from, I don't know, I'm not even going to try and count how many.
7.
There you go. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, it is interesting because the money's not that outrageous for Luminosity. You know, Furia win another one, and can get rid of all 5 players. The buys are so expensive. If you're buying orbs, full utility kits, all the whole works, it goes away real fast. Like a full buy with an AWP was like what, $7,000-8,000, somewhere between those 2 markers. So you can see already that their money's disappearing quickly. So if Furia pick this one up as well, Luminosity going to be broke real fast, and then all of a sudden, big opportunities. So this is a huge round for Furia. If they string this together, that previous one, Luminosity will be in deep trouble. Hot water, and we get some typical nades here on the banana position to try to take control. And they're going to go for a peek here. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I don't know really what's going on with this.
They just want to stand on each other, Dan.
Yeah.
They're not really
Uplift
trying
each
to
other.
achieve anything else.
I guess want to help each other up, uplift each other.
It's kind of a cool idea in the sense that you're not pre-aiming that. So you created a weird off angle, but at the same time, like, will it be effective? Or is it just a bit too gimmicky? We'll have to see.
I think it will be effective if they do like a standard B take with smoke spawn and at the coffins. But it's going to be key are the pop flashes that come after the smoke, because the flashes will push that stack away. Here it comes. We'll see if it works.
Oh, it could have been so much. It could have been 3. It was just 1. And Furia will burst onto the B bomb site. Lucas will be an issue. Maybe he can get... Oh, that's absolutely perfect from Henny. How does he know? He's lining up more as well, but the bomb will get planted. 3 versus 4 retake in favor of Luminosity.
Yeah, not looking too bad for Luminosity, but Art's still alive with an AWP. If he gets a favorable timing, who knows which way this one goes, as another player's coming from CT. A flick shot perhaps from Art. Doesn't find it in time. Wasn't expecting that man from CT. Time is starting to diminish for the CTs to go for the retake, and Art connects to Bolts. Now it's a 3 versus 3. Luminosity all coming out of construction. The information was there for Art. Has to connect it. Beautiful shot around the coffins as Henny has to make this work, but he's got an AWP. It's not happening. The bomb is too far gone, and Luminosity will lose a critical round, and everyone for Luminosity will die as well, and that is the worst case scenario because this 4-buy will use pretty much all their reserves, all their last reserves.
That was so close. Luminosity was just, as James put it, just a couple shots away from their faces. It could have been so much more in that head stack towards Banana, or in the B-bomb side, I should say. But, you know, it didn't happen. Not in this reality.
Well then, now everything starts to change. A lack of utility for Luminosity, only 4 rifles. Other things go to Furia's favor to maybe eke some more rounds out. Now, will we see more aggression? Luminosity haven't really favored too much pressure on Banana beyond the initial grenades. They've wanted to defend from the site or from the other side, the opposite side, as you saw with the stack. Now, this might take them out of their comfort zone if this isn't the way they want to play, but they feel they have to make up for their lack of utility and weaponry. Steel gets his bell rung. He'll be forced away. Steel with the AWP rather than Henny. This is an interesting scenario at the beginning of a round, maybe spawn base, I don't know, but now they start to move towards a short position. Steel delivers the first frag. He'll reset. He's waiting for his teammate, but he gets one in the face. Bolts can't get the multi-frag. Lucas up close. He'll deliver a frag, trying to buy time for his team. Down to the 2 versus 2. We've got Neckers in a short position. The bomb's the other side of double stack. Needs to get collected. Henny's starting to creep as well. Who runs distraction first? Who fires first for the CTs? It's Henny, and Neckers might just clean up, but maybe not. Finny, this is so close. Both these teams have got to win this round. Out comes Henny, the super wide peak from him. And he keeps Luminosity in the game. That was so close.
Down to the left, pulling down and to the left. It wasn't good enough.
Down the left.
It's so close. So bloody close.
Not down, left, right, James. Down, left.
Noted.
We all have a habit of going down, left, right because of years and years of CSGO spray.
You should play Quake. Don't have to compensate at all.
Yeah.
No compensation required.
No, just you point and click
Just
and Quake.
Point and click, my friend.
Nasty.
Unless you play Urban Terror.
I don't even know what that is.
Do you ever play that?
Well, I have no idea what that is.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go over that later because we have a chance for Luminosity. A chance. A slim one at that, though, considering the lack of utility. This should really give Furia whatever they want. And they look to be taking top mid. Furia had so much success going towards the B-bomb side. Oh, this is so... Steals in so much trouble. And jumping straight into the fire is Vinny. And hey, how is he alive? How are they all alive?
He killed him with a toy gun. Okay, then. Neckers, Bolts, and Hen 1. Only one of those 3 is on the A-bomb site. In the pit position. In a lot of trouble. 5 versus 3. Will they send a scout somewhere, Furia, to find out what the situation is? It is the bomb carrier pursuing down mid a little bit. They won't send a scout. They're just going to burst into the A-bomb site. Wherever they go, they're going to have overwhelming numbers anyway. And that's it. Those are the defenses done. Bolts gets taken out towards A. The other 2 players out of position can probably expect to get hunted. They've got no money. And they are facing a 3rd map.
They are indeed facing a 3rd map.
Going to be match point for Furia. Luminosity is also broke.
Game point for Furia.
Yeah, they're getting there, and Luminosity, even though they won a majority of the rounds this half, they have no money. They lose too much on the rounds they won, and just couldn't really get a bankroll going. Especially with Furia winning the last two, excuse me, the 2 previous rounds before the last one.
Kiss and Henny, they will carry forth. The only weapons that are really capable of big damage, you'd think. Oh man, you got so owned. The ownage is too much.
He got maced.
Mace win, dude?
Mace in the face. You know, can of mace.
Or
He
Mace-
didn't
or
get
Mace
Samuel
win,
L.
dude.
Jackson's.
That'd be pretty cool if you did.
That would be awesome. Probably awesome. All right, game point for Furia. Again, we have an even worse situation now for Luminosity to try and claw back with. Oh, this steal. It's all but guaranteed. Surely it's all but guaranteed. 3 versus 5 now for Luminosity. I don't think they can do this, but it's up to them to prove us wrong. Guesswork for Luminosity. They will send the Neckers towards this site as well. So Henny
nice
alone
smoke.
towards the B bomb site. If they did go towards B, he'd be 1 versus 5. So I don't know if it's if they should all go together to a site. Oh no! Looks for his left shot from his right, and
That's
still no rotation from Henny. I mean, yeah.
Nice angle from Abel, covering everything. Henny in the 1 versus 5. The ace clutch required, with the bomb ticking away. He hasn't got a kid either, so needs to run. Needs to run and no-scope everyone. And he will get taken down by Art, and it is a fitting way to do it, because Art has been all over them this map of Inferno. Furia looking very strong in the first half, punishing Luminosity, who have a very weak T side, generally speaking, on Inferno. But then we flip the script, we flip the page, go to the second half. Seems like Furia having some T side problems as well, and it didn't seem also guaranteed, but in the end, Furia, the better team, they've secured the 3rd map.
I can still hear a bomb ticking in the background.
It's because it's about to explode.
Boom!
There you go.
Well, I think I'm glad Furia closed out the map, because the way when you start a map in this fashion, you should always be closing it out.
Yeah.
And the way that second half started, you did start to wonder, and Luminosity had to be filled with confidence with the momentum they had in that second half, but they just couldn't get all the way there.
Yeah, such a slow first half start, and just the lack of T rounds just made it too difficult for Luminosity to hold the CT side. And we have to see more op work on Henny on the T side. I mean, yeah, we saw it on the CT side, but we need on the T side, because as we saw actually in the last 2 maps, even on Cash, Art is aggressive with his AWP. He's peeking. He knows that. I mean, the confidence is there. If you're peeking, getting kills every single time you do it, you're going to keep doing it until you're stopped. So Henny has to put a stop to this if Luminosity wants to win this next map.
Art is looking great at the moment. Really good performances from him. Serato is having not a great day. Actually, first couple maps not being good for him. He's effectively what you'd consider to be the star player. Lots of eyes on Serato. Maybe that pressure has got to him a little bit. No idea. Could just be an off day. His teammates stepping it up though, and that's good to see. Right, so we have 1 more map to play to complete this and find out who will go 4th in the bracket here in the North American portion of week 3 of ECS Season 7. We will take a quick break and we'll be back shortly.